What's up guys, it's Light Spiral here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about why I think that the Fire Panda Xiong Fei is actually better at 5 stars than 6 stars, and better with no skill ups than max skills in Necro B10. Now, this clarification is I'm just talking about Necro B10. I have two pandas. This one right here is 5 star with 0 skill ups that I summoned out of a legendary scroll, and then I fused this one a long time ago, and this is 6 star with completely max skills. So I already had a 6 star max skilled panda by the time I summoned one, so that's kind of unfortunate. But as you can see, this 5 star panda is runed for Necro with low speed on Violent, and this panda is runed for PvP on Despair with decent speed, I think around 150-ish, 160. But so, I'll show you these runes really quick, and you can feel free to pause the video at any time if you want. And I'll explain in this video why I think in Necro that the Fire Panda is actually more useful as a 5 star than as a 6 star. So I'll show you my Necro team. I don't use Verd in the team. That was from the last video I made. I actually use Smokey in that spot. And I use my 5 star panda instead of my 6 star panda. And I attribute part of the reason that I like the 5 star more is because it's 5 star, which is very useful. And another part of the reason is it's no skill ups, which is also useful. Now, skill ups are useful on this guy, but I'll explain which skill ups you do not want and which ones you would want if you do get a pick. Now, the first thing I want to say is the only thing that differs a 5 star panda and a 6 star panda is the base HP, the base defense, and the base attack. So the base attack is kind of irrelevant for the panda, but when you 6 star him, all you're going to get is he's just going to be a lot more tanky, as well as his third skill does damage based on his defense and the enemy's max HP, but so he'll do less damage at 5 star than 6 star. And so with that being said, most people just like to 6 star things because you get the bonus attack and you get the bonus HP and the bonus defense. But for Necro B10, your panda does not need to be that tanky to survive. As you saw in those runes, he is on HP, defense, accuracy, on violent energy. And at 5 star, he is more than capable of surviving this dungeon. The only times that my Necro team will ever lose when I'm using this 5 star panda is sometimes on this third stage right here, the Grego will get lucky, and on his second skill, he'll land all 4 hits on the same guy, and if he lands all 4 hits on my Hua, then my Hua is going to die, and then sometimes I'll lose the run because I don't have enough damage. But the way I used to lose, back when I used to use a 6 star panda, was every there and then, when you kill the boss, well, it would be somewhat often, actually, just, I guess by coincidence, maybe by turn order, but I have my turn order, so my panda would move first. Now my Colleen moves first, I believe, but when I had the panda moving first, what would happen was sometimes I would kill the boss, and then when you kill the boss, your turn order kind of gets messed up sometimes. Because sometimes your Colleen will kill it, sometimes Dots will kill it, different things would kill it. But so sometimes the only thing that would attack the boss would be Xiong Fei. So that would mean that he would get taken over to the other side. And when a 6 star panda gets taken over to the other side and you don't have any other defense breakers or cleansers, he's probably going to end up killing your team because when it's max skilled, he's going to put up the revenge buff. And then every time you attack him, he's going to revenge you, defense break you, and so eventually the boss is going to kill you, as well as the panda is too tanky so that you can't, it's very hard to actually kill it because I don't have another defense breaker on this team. So when I had a 6 star panda that would go over to the other side, it would actually make it so I'd lose the run. So this 5 star panda basically never goes to the other side because it doesn't do enough damage to kill the boss, and if it ever did go to the other side, I have no skill ups on it, so it's not going to do the revenge buff most likely, as well as it's not going to defense break my team when it goes over most likely. So He actually works a lot better at 5 star than 6 star, in my opinion, because in 6 star sometimes he was the reason I would lose, and at 5 star he does nothing but like good for me. Now I was mentioning how some scalps are actually good. I do think that if you can get the option to, maxing out the harmful effect rate on his first and third skill are nice, but you don't want the cooldown turns on the second or third skill, because then if he does go over, it's going to be too hard to get him back. And then the reason you don't want the third skill is because that'll make it more likely he does go over, but at 5 star it's very unlikely he'll ever go over. So that's basically in a nutshell why I think that a Fire Panda is actually better at 5 star than 6 star in Necro, but just in Necro. In raids, you need him to be 6 star. In PvP, I don't think he's very good in PvP, but you're going to want 6 stars in PvP. And that's why I actually really highly recommend that you use the Fire Panda in your first Necro team or in a Necro team, because he's so easy to build, because you just need to you fuse him and he's a 5 star, so you just get him to max level, you awaken him and you put runes on him and he's good. He needs 0 skill ups, he doesn't need to be 6 starred, so he's going to be extremely easy to incorporate into your team, and you're not going to have to waste a 6 star on your Panda. But so that's basically what I have to say about the Fire Panda and Necro B10. Be sure to try them out yourself in Necro B10 if you already have 5 star Panda, and then tell me how it works for you, because it definitely works better for me at 5 star than 6 star. But that's all I have for today though, guys, so may the best your todays be the worst your tomorrows.